What's up guys, welcome to another tutorial. Today I'm going to be continuing our automatic weapon series, and as I said in the last one, I am going to make the weapon actually make the player be able to reload and basically have a little counter for ammo. So what we can do right now is that we can shoot the weapon, etc. So that's all cool. And yeah, first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to need to have a little bit of a displayer so I can see ammo. So I'm going to go and create a new folder. I'm going to call it widgets. And okay, I misspelled widgets, nice. The fuck? I'm not sure that's how you, okay, whatever. Right click, user interface, widget blueprint, and let's do widget blueprint underscore HUD. And okay, over here we're just gonna be using a text, so you can search text on the palette and drag it into your on your little screen here, and we're gonna go over here into the anchors and make it anchor to the bottom right of the screen, and then let's just drag it until we found a nice place. So I'm gonna just have a 0, so that's gonna be the current ammo in our magazine, then just this, and then 0, and this is going to display the all the ammo that we got for that weapon. So I'm just going to be doing it like that. I think I'm going to put it right here, and we can compile and save. Now we need to add this in, so let's go into our first person character. Find our event begin play. If you can't find it, just go into event begin play, type it in, and it will teleport you there. And what I want to do here, let's create a widget. I want to create our ad that we just created, and then I'm going to add to viewport, so we actually display the widget on the screen. Let's connect this stuff up, connect this into the other branch, and that's all cool. Now we can just test and see if the widget is actually showing, and you can see it is. And now what we can do is let's go into our blueprints folder. So go into our first person BP blueprints, and let's go into our master weapon. So over here I'm going to need to create a couple of variables. I actually already created them. What you need is the current bullets of the type integer. I'm going to make the default of 30. Then you're going to have an ammo. This is basically going to be all the ammo that you have available for that weapon. I made it 90. And then we have the magazine size for that weapon in specific, which I made it 30. So let's compile and save. We're actually not going to need to do anything else over here. We just need all this information in the blueprint. So just make it all three of them integers, and give them a default values whatever you want for your one weapon. So I'm going to go ahead and close that up. And now we can actually set this text. So go into your widget, go into your text over here, and let's bind this. I'm going to create a binding. And what I'm going to do is actually, I'm going to get the player character. And we want to cast to our first person character. I'm going to right click and convert to a pure cast, so it's easier. We don't need to connect the nose up there. And let's just get our equipped weapon. So we're going to get these values from our equipped weapon. And let's just get our current ammo, our current bullets, and let's get our ammo. Now I'm going to do something that is called append. So I'm going to right click, type append. Basically appending a string is we can basically create strings, and like if you add a pen, and then it's going to display whatever is in A, whatever is in B, and whatever is in C. So it's really cool. Just connect into the return values. And now A is going to have our current bullets. Let's on B add a space, then this little thing here, another space, and then connect the ammo into C. Now you're going to have our current ammo slash our all the ammo that we got for that weapon. So let's compile and save. And actually, let me just do a little thing here so we don't get any errors. Drag from your equipped weapon and type in as in is valid. And this is just going to make it so if we do not get a weapon, this is just not going to show anything. And no errors will appear when you run this. So that's cool. Let's compile and save. And now you can see that happening. If we play, we can see anything on the screen. But if we pick up the weapon, there you go, you can see. We have 30 bullets on our magazine and 90 that we can use to reload and stuff. But you can see that I'm firing and, there's nothing counting down. So we need to implement that logic now. So let's go up to our first person character. Let's find where we shoot the weapon. So we're gonna need to do something over here. So when we spawn this first person projectile, that means that we fired, so we fired this event, and I'm just gonna need to add or remove one bullet from the magazine. So let's get our equipped weapon, let's get our current bullets, and let's also set our current bullets. So what I want to do, I want to get from my current bullets, I want to remove one bullet from there, so integer minus integer, and then just connect that into the set. And now we want to make sure that we cannot fire if we do not have enough bullets on our magazine. So how we do that? Actually, I already have this here because I was texting around and I forgot to remove it. So what you do is you're probably gonna have this over here like this. Just connect it into your spawn actor, your projectile. Just create a branch like that. Get your equipped weapon, get the current bullets, then do an is greater than, then get the one it's greater than, and if it's greater than 0, plug it into the branch, and just make sure you connect this event fire to the branch and the false from the branch down here into that branch. So it looks like this. So if we have enough, basically if we have more bullets than 0, that means that we are able to fire. So if we actually compile and save this, we're actually going to be able to see this happening. So let's play, let's pick up the weapon. Now if I fire, the bullets are going to go down, and when it reaches 0, I won't be able to shoot anymore. There you go, I cannot shoot. Now I need a way to, well, reload my weapon. So are we going to do that? So let's go into our first person character. And now we're going to have to create basically a keyboard event. So when we click a key, we're going to be reloading. So let's right click, get a keyboard, R. So I'm going to use, if I press R, I'm going to reload. First thing we're going to do is get our equipped weapon, get our current ammo, or actually get our ammo, and then okay, actually I'm gonna need the current ammo as well, so let's get the current ammo, and let's get our magazine size as well. So we're gonna use these three integers to make a little bit of math so we can get through this. So first of all, I'm gonna get my magazine minus the current bullets. So this difference is basically going to tell us, so I'm going to create a little comment here. This is going to be bullets needed to reload. So this little minus here is going to tell us the bullets that we need to reload. Now we actually need to check, well, do we have enough bullets to reload? So let's do that math. So I'm going to go and is my ammo greater than or equal to the bullets that I need to reload? Then we're going to Alt B and click to create a branch. And let's see. So if it is true, then we're going to need to get our current bullets. Actually, let me just think. So we're going to need to set our current bullets for sure. So let's drag from your equipped weapon and set my current bullets. So if it's true, we're going to set our current bullets. Now, what do we set our current bullets? What do we set it to? So we're going to want to set it always to our magazine size, because if we reload, we're going to be setting our ammo to magazine size. And then we want to reduce whatever ammo we wasted. We want to remove it from the ammo that we had before. So let's get from our equipped weapon and let's set our ammo. Let's go, set our ammo, oh sorry. And what do we want to set our ammo to? Okay, what's happening? I can really see the, okay, there you go. So what do we want to set our ammo to? We want to set it to our ammo minus this difference. So we want to set this, whatever is the bullets that we need to reload, we want to set those current bullets and actually reduce those from that total ammo that we have. And then we set it to the new value. And hopefully we just need this to make this work. Sorry about the confusion with the lines, but it, you should understand what is here. It's actually not that hard. So let's compile and save and play. Let's get our rifle. and let's see if everything went right. So I'm gonna just waste 15 bullets. There you go. Now I'm gonna click to reload. Okay, actually the value didn't go down for some reason. And I know why the value didn't go down. That's because we are setting the current bullets before, and then we are getting the current bullets to make this math. Like we are making this math again when we get into this minus and we're plugging it into over here. Because the current bullets is already set. Let's try, and before we set the current bullets, we actually set the ammo and then set the current bullets. And in that way it should work. So let's compile and save. So what I did, I just switched it around, the setter for the ammo and then the setter for the current bullets. Let's play and see what happens. Let's pick up the weapon. Let's fire 15 bullets or whatever. There you go. I'm gonna click reload. I have 30 and now I have 75 to spare. Now I'm gonna waste the entire magazine. I can't fire anymore and I'm gonna reload, and you can see I have 45. So that's correctly working. But now it's probably gonna appear when we waste all our ammo. So let's do that. When I do this, I'm gonna have 30. Now if I try to reload, it's not gonna happen. And when we reach 0, I'm gonna try and reload and it doesn't work, and we can't fire anymore. So that's everything working, I guess. So the one last thing is, well, we're doing this logic, but we actually don't have like really a reloading animation. So if you remember on our weapon, let me just find it again. Let's go into our automatic rifle. We actually have animation set up for the reload. I actually used the placeholder for the jump loop, but I'm gonna tell you how to show that animation. So when we press R, so I'm gonna create a new variable first in our first person character, which is going to be called is reloading. There you go. So default value is going to be false because we're not going to start by reloading. But then when we do this, if this branch becomes true, that means that we're going to be reloading. Let's set that to true, and then I am going to create a little bit of space. Then I'm going to do a delay. And this delay is basically going to be your reloading time. So how much time do you want your character to reload? So we'll basically base off this off your reloading animation. So let's actually get from our equipped weapon. Let's get the details first. And let's break this. And we actually gonna need to get a little bit more space. So let's get over here. Let's get the animations and break them as well. And from over here, we're gonna get our reload. So reload, I'm gonna get, I guess it's the length. Get play length, I think. Okay, I think this is it. But I think we can use get the sequence length from the variables. And we can actually just use this, plug it into our little thing over here, into our delay, and then let's just go ahead and set is reloading to false. And this way we are going to reload, and after we finish the animation we're gonna set the ammo back, and that's gonna be it. Now the thing is, I think the animation that I chose ends too quick, but we can go ahead and take a look at that. Just go to an automatic rifle, click on this little browse thing, click on it. Now if you double click that open, you're gonna see that this animation loop actually takes, okay, it's actually, okay, it's good. It's 1 second, 1.2 seconds almost. So that's gonna be fine, I guess. So I think we can go ahead and close our automatic rifle. Now we're gonna need to go ahead from our first person character. After we do this, let's go and go into our first person NMBP. Actually, before we do that, let me go into our fire. And let's not be able to fire if we are reloading. So let's actually create a branch over here. And let's get our is reloading. and I'm only going to be able to shoot if I'm not reloading. So we're not allowed to shoot while we are reloading, so that's going to be great. And actually, now that we've set up this code, let's now go into our first person NMBP. If you don't know where this is, just get your first person and into animations. Oh, sorry. And then you're going to have your first person NMBP there. You can double click that open. And now that we're actually getting already a variable, I already done this to get our animations. I'm actually going to go into our equipped weapon, actually from our first person character. And I'm going to get is reloading. And then I'm just going to right click and promote this to a variable. I'm going to call it the same, is reloading. Now that we have this reference in our NMBP, let's go into our new state machine. Now you're going to need to set, well, in what states do we want to, to actually reload our weapon. So let's do it from idle and run. So we're going to drag from idle, create a new state. Let's call it reload. And let's plug this back to idle, and let's go from the run and drag from reload to run again. So now we're going to be able to interchange between these states, so idle, run, and reload. Let's first do from idle to reload. So let's get our is reloading and just connect this to the transmission. Let's do the same thing from run to reload. Get is reloading, connect that up. Now if we're going back from this state, we are just going to grab our is reloading, drag a not boolean, and connect that up. So what this does, basically, if we are reloading, we're going to go to this state. If we are not reloading, we're going to go back to this state. So that's pretty pretty easy. So let's do the same thing over here. Is reloading, not boolean, connect that up. There you go. Now we only need to specify which animation we want to play here. So we're going to do that. Let's drag a random animation from over here. Let's click on to expose the pin of the sequence so we can plug a variable into over here. Let's get our animations. Let's break those. And let's plug our reload in. Let's compile and save. Now if I go ahead and play, pick up the weapon. If I fire a couple of bullets and now I click reload. Okay, can you actually see that animation? It's a little bit small, but you're probably going to be able to notice it. You can see when I shoot and I reload, it takes a little bit of a small animation, and then the weapon actually shows the new values. And if I actually try to fire while I'm reloading, it doesn't work. It's only when it's over. But now it's really easy and straightforward. If you want to change which animation you play, let's go back into our first person BP. Blueprints. Let's go into our automatic rifle. Let's change the first person jump loop to something like the run. So just for an example, so they have different length times, and it's a different animation. So let's see. If I press reload, let's see I'm running, and then the value actually adapts and only sets when the animation finishes. And the way that's why that is kind of procedural, so you just change the animation and it works. It's because we are plugging in the sequence length, which is dependent from which animation you chose to have over here. So this is really straightforward, and you do not need to modify these values even if you change the animations that you're using. So that's really cool. And yeah, I think I'm gonna leave for this video. I think it's everything I wanted to do. In the next video, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, but I might just to wrap this up, to create another weapon, or other class of weapon, adding different values to it, different animations, and then you're going to see that we can go from this weapon to another real easy. So I'm basically going to allow you to swap weapons between this one and another one, but that's going to be for the next video. If you guys have any doubts or suggestions, leave them in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.